Ginger, I want you to look here what I got on standby. We're going to put that right there. Oh, let's see. Untold. Oh, I'm missing Untold. Well, shoot. That's all right. That's all right. I'm learning. I bought me a calendar just to keep up with everybody's shows and what day they come on, so I wouldn't be, you know. All right. They start on this page and end 3 pages later. I have been busy doing some investigating just to have a good show. All right, everybody say, hey, Ginger. Got lots to tell y'all. Well, I don't know if you say, oh, their war slap out. Look at them. I just wanted to come over here. I didn't want to stand nobody up. Let's see. Sky, hello, everybody. Hey, beautiful Sky. Hey, Gary. Okay, there's 3 shows on right now. The reason I'm on here, I tried to cancel the 7 o'clock. It wouldn't let me cancel the 7. I'm just coming on here long enough to tell y'all I'm having 8 o'clock. Is that all right? Because I got a very important bunch of stuff to tell y'all and show you. I've got some important things to show you. So, Gary and Sky, 18 and, yeah, you got to be 18 and over before you can watch my show. And if you're not 18, come back when you're 18. But anyways, what did you think, Sky and Gary, about what I said? I went to cancel my 7 o'clock and make it for 8, and it wouldn't let me. So if y'all can't make it back at 8 because of another show, I understand. But my subscribers are not rising, so I had to do 2 shows in 2 nights. You know what I mean? So anyways, what do y'all think about 8 o'clock? And if you can't make it back, it's all right. I understand because everybody's got shows on, and I had to raise my subscribers and try to reach 1,000 or I'm going to be in trouble. Let's see. What do y'all think about me doing that? So y'all can go watch the other shows. Hey, Debbie Lee, my sweet cake, Debbie Lee. What do y'all think? And then if I need to do it at 9, I will. It's just that I wanted to come on here and I had to throw makeup on and throw my hair up because I just got home like 45 minutes ago. And you know how driving makes me nervous. So, oh my goodness, Sharon, I hope you're well, Celena. I am, Sharon. Y'all so precious. So you're good to watch. I'm making you miss the other ones, and I don't want to do that because I enjoy watching the other ones too. It's just I got home late and my subscribers are not rising, and I needed to do a show. So I went and did some really, really deep studying last night and this morning and throughout the day. And then I had to take off driving. So y'all know how driving does me. Anyways, but so here we go. All right, the important stuff I had to tell you was I want to show you something. This is a Samsung Chromebook, and Lord, it's been over a year ago that my cousin's car, her car battery went out. And she, of course, I took her to get her car battery, and she wanted to repay me for the car battery. So when she seen the show, hola, Celena, hello, Federico Lartoro Quispe. I don't know if I said that right. But thank you so much, Federico, for coming to join us. But anyway, she gave me this Samsung Chromebook. So hopefully I can set it up and start doing my shows. I don't know how to go, but we'll see. Hello, Celena, sweetheart. I finally caught her live. Yay! Thank you so much, Sky, Sharon. Love y'all so much. Gary and Sky and Sharon, Lavon, Miss V. Lord, I love you all. You know that, right? Anyways, so here's what I was going to tell you. I want to show y'all my new Chromebook that my cousin gave me because I got her a battery last year sometime. And she seen my show last night that I didn't have a computer. So I thought that was real sweet of her to come over here and get my what do you call it, passwords in my email and everything set up. I just got home and I don't know if I can work it quick yet. So, anyways, so here we go. First of all, I want to say um, I love you all so much. You know that. And then don't forget Cedar Creek Bottoms Farmstead Live with Beck and Mark and Becca Green. I love them so much, and I think they're awesome people. And I wanted to recognize them. Miss V from the Not So Perfect Bigfoot Show. I want to recognize Duke Sullivan from World Bigfoot Central, which is where you can watch my very first interview. So if you want to watch my very first interview, it explains everything from A to Z. Go watch World Bigfoot Central, the Not So Perfect Bigfoot Show, and Cedar Creek Bottoms Farmstead Live to watch my interviews. Okay, so I wanted to tell y'all also, um, it irks me when intelligent people degrade and put down intelligent women. That gets on my nerves almost as much as abusing people and animals. And y'all know how much I can't stand that. Anyways, I wanted to shout out, and I firmly support her. I think she's very intelligent. I would love to get an interview with her, just like I will Levon and Miss B and Mark and Becca and everybody else that's special in my life. Y'all know that. So anybody that's had a sighting, I want to get set up where I can do interviews on those, like they've supported me and gave me my interviews. So, anyways, there are such a lot of great people in the Sasquatch community. Sharon, I've only found awesome so far. I mean, I keep waiting for somebody to be not kind or something, and they're just always so sweet. Anyways, so I want to recognize Melba Ketchum, Dr. Melba, Melba Ketchum, Ketchum. She did a interview on World Bigfoot Central. You need to check that out. Oh my gosh, let me tell you. Oh, and my mods. Well, I am so happy Miss Celena got some awesome mods. She deserves it so much. Oh my God, y'all are so precious. Sharon, there are such, yeah. So I had missed one. Do you now see why I want a computer? Because I had missed the thing above what Sharon had said. Thank you, Sharon. We try our hardest to keep Celena safe. They keep everybody safe. I'm not kidding. They're awesome. So yes, in case I forget what it is, I feel like I've known them for years instead of just months. You know what I'm saying? So when I say I love you, Sky, and Gary, we love you, they just do such a good job. Look for the blue wrenches, and you'll know who watches my back and yours while you're enjoying my show. Hopefully, anyways. So yes, Mabel Ketchum. Cannot forget to watch her interview on World Bigfoot Central. I did go and watch an episode, and you might have seen it or you might not. And I try to behave and not. She's so awesome. Sky, we love you. Okay, Squatch Mafia. Y'all, I went and watched an episode. They did a town. They went to a town called Remer, Remer. So you might want to watch that episode. I found it very interesting because the town folks had seen so many Bigfoot in Remer, Minnesota, that they absolutely started doing the statue thing, just like Evergreen, Alabama, Anyways, but let's see. I wanted to tell y'all the Remer episode. I ended up watching it to the end. Most of the time you watch a couple of minutes, you see how it feels, and you're like, that's not for me. But I'm telling y'all, give it a little time, because people could be like me. They could be new at all this. And y'all bring me such joy. So please have patience and go check out Remer, Minnesota, Squatch Mafia, because I thought that the further it went on, the more I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Because they were in the woods, even in the snow. And I thought, gosh, they are devoted. They're so devoted, for like Sharon is, and Sky, and people that lives far, far away, that it's a different time for them. And they still stay awake to come over here and support me. It's crazy. Anyways, so I just wanted to tell y'all about Remer, Minnesota. And I wanted to tell y'all, you know how they said that the government, and let me make this clear. Let me make this firm and clear. Um, I support our government. I think that to keep order is very important. I think that um, everybody that has a place, as long as they do their job right, I really, really respect the government and what they do. But when they can see a field mouse from 10,000 feet in the air because of the body heat from a field mouse, and then they tell me that there's no such thing as a Sasquatch, and yet so many hundreds of thousands of people are reporting these things, y'all. And so I told y'all a long time ago, when I first started all this, they said 4,000 was in Northern America. And I firmly don't believe that either. I believe that there's a lot more than that. I believe they're breeding more, their clans are growing. I think that they are becoming larger and larger. Okay, let's see. Sharon. Sharon, y'all are the best. I was so worried about her when I first saw her. She is so sweet. Oh, Gary. Oh, he's so precious. Oh, yes, Gary. Thank you for agreeing with me. I love that he agrees with me on stuff. But not saying I'm always right, but I'm telling y'all, I know how a little bit of this works. And I do know that when the government themselves trap a Sasquatch in the barn and they have finally caught up with it, and they're right there and they've caught the Sasquatch and they've trapped him, and then they lift him up into the air, and all the work trucks are sitting around where you can see the work trucks and stuff like that. And this is not fake, you know what I'm saying? And then gunshots, and the fact that you'll see a whole family or a whole clan of Bigfoots destroy somebody's home, which I found out is in Florida. It started in 1974. I want to tell you about this. Okay. Okay. And it started out, it was in Mississippi, Georgia, Arkansas, Minnesota. These are places that Palm Beach, Sarasota. I mean, crazy places like that we hear of all the time, Louisiana, that people's homes and property are being destroyed. And I'm thinking what they're doing is just trying to scare them off. You know what I'm saying? But trying to scare the owners off and their families off is resulting in dead pets, a dead bull, a dead horse. They're doing this the wrong way. And so I'm just saying, to them, it might feel like, hey, let's scare them off their property. But they absolutely terrorize this family. And I just found it fascinating that stuff like this goes on and that we never hear about it. That they tell the news people not to say that on air, and don't say that, don't say this, don't say that. So, anyways, I was giggling because y'all know I was a deputy myself, and I was giggling because two officers was heading through a grove in Florida, two officers, and they had to shoot at this thing to get away from it because it was so, just they were scared. It was being aggressive, like wouldn't stop following them. And finally they shot at it until it run the other way. And then, of course, two different deputies in two different cars run over and hit one. Both Sasquatches got up and ran away. So these are things, y'all, that blows my mind because we don't hear about these things. You know what I'm saying? We just hear about the public sightings that maybe, a couple people see. And so I just thought it was fascinating that Broward County and Sarasota, Florida, and all the states that I named, Alabama. But I've never heard of a house or property getting destroyed in Alabama. So that would be a new one for me. But anyways, like I said, this started in June 74 and it has not stopped. They said it is still going. 1977, a family was terrorized. They stole some apples from an elderly woman, and she seen a skunk ape, and then she seen 3. These are things that I studied on, y'all, to tell y'all about because I just really think it's important. I think that it's things, like I said, that they hide, and I just wish they wouldn't do that. But they're trying to control the public's fear. But when the public is more, I guess you could say, willing to understand the situation, and they're wanting to know more because they know something's going on, and the government won't even, humor that and tell us anything. And like I said, I respect my government. I respect all law enforcement. Y'all know that. Um, I just really think they need to start slowly and start letting us find, you know, things out, and tell us that they're going to take care of it and not hurt them if they can help it. Now, the ones that's killing animals and horses and bulls and dogs and cats and stuff, but now see, to them, they're probably thinking that animal is being aggressive. You know what I mean? Like the animal's barking and it's coming at it. Or it could be a hunger thing. I mean, what if they didn't find enough to eat and they're hungry, so they think, hey, let's kill that bull over there, or that coyote, or that dog, or whatever. But anyways, I also wanted to tell you, I thought it was really cool that all this happened in Florida, and I've never heard of it because I usually hear of things that go on in Florida, because I have some friends that live up there. And so I usually at least keep in touch with them to find out if there's anything that maybe they have found out that I don't know. And of course, the deputy said they caught one and running into a shed. This is not the same one now that was just done a few months ago. This is not the same. This is a complete different deputy, sheriff's department, a completely different town. It was Dade County, and the deputies got this one trapped in a shed. So there's been more than one. Y'all, come on. Like I said, they can see our heart beating from the sky, thousands of feet up, and yet they're going to tell us they can't see something that weighs 1,000 pounds. I just don't believe it. And anyways, I wanted to let y'all know that 48 out of 67 of the counties in Florida has had these sightings. That's how busy these things are in that state. And that's not counting the states that I named around it. And I had not even, until Duke Sullivan from World Bigfoot Central had told me, I didn't even know that Talladega and Chehaw Forest had Bigfoots. I just thought, hey, I've seen something in Piedmont, somebody help me. So, and he said, well, Celene, that's been happening a long time. And so, it fascinates me that all this is going on and we're just in the dark about it. I just thought, oh my gosh, 48 out of 67 counties. That don't leave many counties, y'all, that's peaceful. Anyways, Hillsborough County, they caught they caught it on video. Very good picture, by the way. This was called the nickname Lettuce Ape, the Lettuce Ape. And this thing, good picture, very good photo. Anyways, I ain't even went over half of that. I still got to do an 8 o'clock show. So this is what I'm going to do. Oh my gosh, I hadn't been reading. Oh my goodness. Sorry, y'all. Yes, Gary, I still agree with you about more than 4,000. Okay, battle in Honobia, Oklahoma, due to them shooting the big. I didn't even mention that. Do you remember when we were talking and I told you that I was afraid that even if I'd have had a gun, but now remember, I didn't have to see this thing face to face outside my car. I was in my car. And a lot of people has to see this thing face to face. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I would have went into cardiac arrest, no joke. If I'd have been outside where they could have arrested me right quick. It was scary enough in a car, in a locked car. And my babies was just sitting there. I mean, but like I said, it's the same thing that happened with that thing that I found in the sky last January. When that thing was up there, my baby Ginger was in the backyard sniffing, and she was like, not even looking up. She couldn't hear nothing. I couldn't hear nothing. So, but y'all need to go look at my videos if you hadn't seen my videos. And Duke Sullivan got MK Davis to do some of my pictures to make them, the blur. He took the blur out to make them stand out. And y'all need to go to World Bigfoot Central and look at my pictures on that interview. let's see, what is this? Cypress. I knew I forgot something. I had never heard of this, but Cypress County in Florida was also included in that, Palm Beach and all that. So I thought, wow, these skunk apes are everywhere in Florida. Um, and let's see, what was her name? Y'all might know her name, but that's what I was going to tell you. I'm afraid, Gary, of the repercussions of somebody shooting one of these things, because they, like we said, they never travel alone. It's very rare. Let me put it like that. You might see one alone, but it's very rare that one ain't off to the side somewhere. So when people are driving and they see one, there's probably more. I know there was more than one where I was at on my job, uh, but it just blows my mind that when people shoot these things and or they try to take its life, they don't think about what's going to happen. Like the other Bigfoots is going to come find you, and they're going to get vengeance, and I would not want to do that. And anyways, but yes, Gary, I agree. I would not want to. So I understand there was a battle in Honobia, Oklahoma, due to them shooting the Bigfoot crazy. I was too, Sharon. Celena is lovely. Oh, y'all are so precious. Oh my gosh. Tanya. Hey, Tanya. So nice of you to join us tonight. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Now, I recognize Tanya. You look so beautiful, by the way, but I have to go. Bye. Bye, Tanya. Make sure 18 or older. And if you're not 18, come back when you are. Sharon Guy. Oops, it went too fast. That's exactly what I said today. Oh, wow. It just disappeared. It just disappeared on its own. Celena, I am for Duke. Yay, Sharon, thank you. I love Duke. Y'all know I do. But now, like I said, I've not met anybody so far. The grist mill, I fell in love with every one of them. Lee Ann had a beautiful hair. She's like Miss V in her hair, Miss Lenita. But anyways, and she's the one I told you that made me this, and I thought that was precious. And then there was Garrett and Kathy. I just met so many precious people at Gristmill. Y'all need to check that out next time. They can see the smallest things, but y'all, this thing is and I'm not even touching it. Wow. There's my Pat Garrett. I'm so glad Sharon you moderate for Duke. He's awesome. They can see the smallest thing, but they lost a huge plane and they can't figure out what those drones were. Oh my gosh. It amazed me. Come back. Y'all, I apologize. This is not professional at all. What it is, this is so little and it's scrolling so fast when I try to roll back down, it takes your comment off. It whatever, removes your comment. I'm so sorry, darling. Okay. Pat, you know we love you. Lord of mercy. I just love it when Pat's on here. I tell it about Pat all the time. Anyways, he's just precious, y'all. And y'all know that Pat was my first large cookie order out of state. And I was word sick about the cookies. Anyways, but it fascinated me that in 1977, Key Largo, y'all, these are big towns. Like they're not too tiny like Glencoe. I love my little town Glencoe, by the way, but they're very, very small. You know, like my town is little. Sarasota and Key Largo, places like this, y'all, are well known, and I just think it's crazy that they get to the stations, the news stations, and everywhere else, and they try their best to just shut it down before they can report, and or they'll check newspaper. I mean, they're fast. They're really fast at if the word keyword Bigfoot or Sasquatch comes up at all, the government's ears goes cheep, and they have that. What do you call it? Gary could probably help me. Him and Pat. What do you call it, Pat? Where the government has that big computer, and if you have one keyword that pops up that you say, it gets their attention fast, and they send people out immediately. They don't want people to panic. That's right, but it's a little too late for that. When the public has become more accepting and more calm about what they know is going on and you're trying to hide it, something's wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that all government's bad. Y'all know I love all officers and all that kind of stuff. I just think that it's time. I think it's really time for them to. The NSA monitors our phone calls. Lord of mercy. Don't you love Pat's brain? That's like Gary a while ago when I said that. Gary immediately come back with some information. You know how I feel about intelligent people. And that's why I just love Lavon, and I just love all my smart people that tunes in and just interacts. But anyways, so I'm still doing an 8 o'clock, y'all. So I need to drop this one, go rest for a second, spend time with my babies. I just got home, and I'm doing an 8. But you don't have to, because I know there's other shows on. So if you don't tune in, that's okay. But when I looked at my subscriber number, it's not rising, it's staying still. So I've got to hurry up and do some more shows and try to see if I can't get some more subscribers. The reason is because one day I have a dream. Yes, Pat is very clever. And I may not have told y'all this or not, but when he ordered his cookies and I sent them all the way to Iowa, he had told me about his wife, and I was just so tickled that he respects and loves her the way he does. I just love that. Anyways, and I just thought they were awesome people, just right off the bat. But we spent quite a bit of time talking about the cookies, but we ended up talking about experiences, Bigfoot and all that stuff. So it ended up being a couple of days worth of talking, and he's a very smart man. So Pat Garrett, I am see what I mean? He has spent 16 years in the military intelligence community. So no wonder he's smart. But anyways, so thank you, Pat, Lord of mercy, and Gary for pitching in and always being awesome and involving yourselves in my shows. And like I said, I understand there's like a bunch of shows on. There's even one on right now. You can catch the second half. So, I will do another 8, but like I said, I know it's something I just have to do to build my subscribers up because they're staying still. And as long as that happens, I won't be able to build up. And one of these days, get me a little. You guys really flatter me. Thank you. Honey, you're welcome, Pat, because you are one of the smartest people I know. And that says a lot. So thank y'all so much. And if you tune in today, that's beautiful. And if you don't, I'll understand there's a bunch of more shows on and you're like me. One night I was trying to watch 2 different shows at once. I said, it's very stressful, but I'm loving it. Anyways, I love y'all so much. I just wanted to give you some keynotes on Florida. And like I said, it's Arkansas, also Mississippi, Louisiana, Florida, and hold on, Mississippi, Arkansas, Georgia. So don't forget Georgia. They're popping up everywhere, y'all. That's why I think there's more than 4,000 in North America. Anyways, and Gary agrees. Oh, me. Oh, Lord. Pat, you'd be surprised. I know a lot of people, but I'm new at this, and when people tune in for the first show, they'll be like, that's a bunch of lady talk. And they don't understand there's shows like this also. You know what I mean? There's not just talk about makeup. There's good talk about Bigfoots and Sasquatch activity and some science. I mean, we discuss everything from medical to science. You know what I mean? Anyways, but yeah, I know a lot of people. I just think maybe some people just think it's a woman show. And y'all need to step up and tell them it ain't just a woman show. Good night, everyone. Love you all. Have a wonderful, blessed evening. Good night, Sharon. Y'all are so precious. I love y'all so much. Thank you, Gary and Sky, for watching all of our backs. Hey. I think both of them are awesome. If you ask me, I think there's my alarm to get ready for my second show. Anyways. Okay. All right. Love y'all so much. Go watch World Bigfoot Central with Dr. Melba Ketchum Even if you want to turn that off at the beginning of it or the middle, do not, because at the end is when you'll be the most impressed. I promise. If you want to watch all three of my interviews, World Bigfoot Central with Duke Sullivan, Miss V, the Not So Perfect Bigfoot Show, and Cedar Creek Bottoms Farmstead Live with Mark and Becca Green. Thank you. I love you.